Hi there, guys. What's up? Today we're going to be playing a game called Meet Myself, which sounds like a very interesting game. Also, I wanted to record Minecraft because of its recent surge in popularity, but that didn't exactly work too well. Um, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna see if I can record like from where I left, and then just explain to you guys the gist of what happened. And I'm gonna try to make more progress and make it shorter. I'm gonna try to make shorter videos from now on. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess around with some settings and whatnot, because things are still quite annoying. They're not as bad as they were on the last phone, but still. Anyway, uh, with that out of the way, let's actually I wanna see the settings and whatnot. Okay, that seems alright. How to play. Be calm, be patient, be ever curious, be gentle with yourself, be open to change, believe. Plug in headphones for a more immersive gameplay experience. And if I do that, then you guys aren't gonna be able to hear anything, so that's not good. Play in a quiet place without any distractions. Well, it's a pretty quiet place. My room is just that my paranoia makes me hear things. So, yeah. Chapter progress will be automatically saved. If you encounter bugs, so let's just start with chapter 1. Can you fuck off? Alright, chapter 1. Lost. I meet myself. Plug in headphones for immersive play in quiet places without any distractions. Lost. Click here to play. Lost. Help me. I'm disappearing. Observe. I am losing myself. My voice, my hands, my eyes. I'm all by myself. I feel so helpless. A sinking despair, diving into the darkness, an emptiness, but it will be okay. Relax, you're safe now, said a voice. My head feels giddy as I open my eyes. I try to move, but this body was not mine. Beep, 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 beep. The sound echoed throughout the room. Who you? What the fuck? I struggled to speak, but something in my mouth restricted me. My name is Susan. Do you remember anything? She replied. Nothing comes to mind. Something is still in my mouth. I can't speak. I shook my head. Memory loss. But don't worry, I'll be fine, she reassured as she took out my mouth and nose tubes. Have patience while I call for the doctor. Susan walked out of the room. You are a patient. Please be patient. That's very nice. There's a vase of fresh flowers with a sticky note. Get well soon. On the table. There's a file as well. I grab it and take a look. It read, patient name. Enter my name. Patient name, Takashi. Patient gender. Male. Patient age. 14, I guess. Oh, fucking idiot. Patient condition. Sleeping Beauty. Coma after car accident. May suffer brain damage. Looks like the doctor has a sense of humor. Wow. The doctor walked into the room. Hello, Takashi. How was True Love's kiss? He chuckled. I'm just kidding. I see that you're all awake and fine now. How are you feeling? I replied. My body is starting to feel more receptive now. What about emotionally? The doctor continued. How are you feeling? Emotionally? I feel lost. He replied. It'll be okay, we all feel lost sometimes. But that is part of the fun of life. Anyway, I'm Dr. Sam, and I am here to explain your situation to you. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Bad news. The bad news is, the doctor sighed, that we are still trying to find a cure. The good news is that you have a disease named after you. A disease named Takashi? What the fuck? In the meantime, relax and do what you can to help us help you. The doctor walked away. So you're just gonna walk away without explaining anything? Like, how am I gonna help you? What? So, I am Takashi, and my future is uncertain. I feel lost. What should I do now? Hey, what happened? Asked an old man. Wait. Hey, what happened? Asked an old man from across the room. Apparently a car accident, but I don't remember anything, I replied. It looks like you still remember how to reason and speak, joked the old man. Now you get to live life a second time. He smirked. A cheeky smile, a delightful curve full of interest and curiosity. To be able to learn and grow is fun. To be able to learn and grow is fun, but unfortunately for me, I lack the time and energy. What's more, unlike you had visitors while you were unconscious. There are people who care about you. Look at what I'm doing again, rambling on about my problems by myself. I am sorry, it gets lonely sometimes, but if you feel bored, come talk to me. I'll appreciate it. What's this feeling? Incapable of remembering anything, yet looking forward to something. Something about this old man being in a sadder situation, yet a happier mentality inspires me. Makes me feel grateful. I replied, I think I would appreciate it if you talked to me as well. Thank you. Hesitantly, I asked. I feel lost. Where should I go from here? What should I do? The old man pondered for a while and answered, that is something you will have to find out yourself. But here are some questions to help you get started. So, Takashi, what makes you happy? Example, money, love, games, food, growth. Okay, that's very immature. Such a serious game up to now, and I just had to go ahead and ruin it. Oh my god. And what are your dreams and passions? What are you passionate about? Um, so, what do you truly value? Truly value. Sorry, but this question just left me so perplexed, I guess. Let me go ahead and using big words. No, but like seriously, I don't know how else to explain this. I honestly have no idea. Smartness? Intelligence, I guess? I think that's how you spell that, but finally. But whatever. Lastly, what do you want to do in this limited time you have in this world? The seemingly easy but important questions of life. He waited for me. Let's just say that thing, instead of this piece of shit, I said games. Okay. Right. He continued. Usually these answers come from past experiences and memories. But here is the interesting part. Because of the changes we go through when we mature with each experience, our answers to those questions may change as time ages with us. Yeah. He gave his signature smirk. Almost like he knew something I didn't. But anyway, the greatest gift we humans have is to reason, to learn, and to be ever curious. Grow a love for questions and wisdom. And don't worry too much about getting the answers to life. Let nature take its course and learn to enjoy the journey, wherever it may take you. Thank you, wise old man. That is a title I do not deserve. I have made many mistakes in my life. Susan walked in. I am here to check on you, she said. How are you feeling today? She asked. I feel strangely empty, I replied. It was as if I needed to find myself, to find an answer to what I wanted. How about something to eat? Susan suggested caringly. Growl. It seemed like my stomach is empty as well. Then an idea dawned on me. This emptiness I have been feeling, it is like a hunger. I hunger for answers, for a sense of purpose and meaning. And what do I do when I am hungry? I eat. Yum yum. Hunger, desire, motivation. This force moves me. It motivates me to want things, to do things. I turn the negative feeling into a motivating one. Similarly, for the inevitable negative events that will affect us all, we choose to wallow in self-pity or to turn it into a force that motivates us. Thank you, Susan. You have helped me more than you realize. I express my gratitude. Anytime, Susan winked. Hazy, misty, foggy. I can't see far. Where should I go? Forward. Okay, I am bound to get there if I keep walking forward. Pant. Should I question why I keep moving in this direction? Could I be walking the wrong way? Go with your gut. Alright, I guess I'll trust my feelings. Over here, a voice, a vibration in space that then vanishes. Bright, the rays of the morning sun. Now I wonder, what do I really desire? Restoring my memory. I wonder what happened before I am here. What was I like? What was my life like? Do I really want to find out? Oh, but this curiosity keeps coming back to me. But then again, it is all in the past now. Unlike me, the old man must have a lot of experiences and stories to share. Where is he? Hey Susan, where did the old man across me go? I asked. She looked at me. I waited. He's gone. Puzzled, I asked, gone where? Hesitation in her eyes. He's gone forever. What? This first experience that hit me really hard. Oh, the fragility of life. Here and now I feel a different sensation of lost. The familiarity of knowing someone, only to lose them so fast. It was too sudden. I was unprepared. I feel terrible and powerless. I did not even get to know his name. It is sad, isn't it? It is sad, isn't it? Susan prompted. Stay silent. One thing I have learned from working in a hospital is the art of letting go. People come and go, but life goes on. What lives on is the values and ideas that we love them for. And all we can do is to remember them for who they are. And at the same time not let this sorrow overwhelm us. Sensible sadness. A gentle acknowledgement of pain in all of humanity. I wanted to forget the pain, but what I wanted more was to remember the old man. The first two desires I had conflicted with each other. Looks like life will not be so perfect after all. Unforgiving, unrelentless. Grog. I have no idea how to do that sound. What? What was that? Face it. Alright, only one thing to do now. I'll face it head on. Not opposing it, not avoiding it, not ignoring it, accepting it, facing it, embracing it. To face lively barely in the eyes. To face life bravely in the eyes. The wind on my skin, it is harsh and cold. The adrenaline in my body. Can I just fucking read correctly? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? The wind on my skin, it is harsh and cold. The adrenaline in my blood, it is terrifying. The wilderness of life, it will not be easy. The very next day, an old lady took his place. The world had already moved on. It keeps evolving. In this world, it was just me and her now.
Hey sweetie, are you feeling okay?
Asked the old woman straight across. A look of concern on her face. No, I replied softly. Let me comfort you then. Now that the old man is gone, I guess it is her turn to ramble. She frowned. Emotions, they are irrational, crazy, and hard to understand. But I need them. We all need them. What another mysterious contradiction in my life. I was like you. I tried running away from them, closing them off, denying them for all the pain they brought me. But you and I know what it feels to run away. It sucks. This world ain't all sunshine and flowers, little pumpkin. Grandma's a badass fighter. Stop putting on that dumb smile when it hurts. Learn to see the world for what it is. The world is a mean and nasty place, and it will beat you down and keep you there permanently if you let it. She continued. You have to suck it up and get back up each time. Keep fighting and struggling to survive. But know that each time you fall, you'll be stronger than before. Emotions may be crazy, but without them life is no fun. If you want the rainbows and butterflies, you've got to accept the hits that life throws at you. Ask yourself this. Takeshi, what are your natural tendencies when you face stress? I don't like admitting this, but anger, actually. I have a pretty big problem with that, with anger management, which I kind of very much got from my father, who, let's just say, he's not the kindest of people, or the most calm of people, so, yeah, fucking evolution, man. Why do genes have to get passed down? So I need more, I guess? Just anger, really, but I mean, I would like to say that I work harder, but I don't. I'm just very fucking lazy. And what do you do when you get hurt? most importantly, how do you get back up? This game is not as bad as she sounds after all. In this world that is absurd and crazy, all we can do is accept it. To accept the absurd without crumbling. Life is going to be tough, difficulty. Life is going to be tough. Difficulty is the norm. But if that is so, why do we keep fighting? To overcome. Dark thought entered my mind. Why not give up? Why should I suffer? Why do I exist? What do I really want? What are my rainbows and butterflies? It seems like I am back where I started. A sharp pang of guilt hit me as a flashback of the old man filled my mind. How could I forget the lessons I had learned so quickly? And of course, I would have grown each time I fell. Now I know what to look forward to. To be ever curious, the physical world and the emotional mind, always growing. I smiled dumbly at myself. Come to think of it, the hospital. A place of life and death, of miracles and tragedies, like an emotional roller coaster. I wondered how one can constantly stay motivated and rational. Susan walked in. Hi Susan, do you have time to talk? She replied, Sure. What sparked your sudden interest? How do you stay motivated? I was wondering how you manage to stay motivated while facing life's hardships on a daily basis. Susan replied, are you concerned about me? I clarified, I am inspired by how amazing you are at managing your emotions. She nodded in approval. Here's what I think. We can't control everything that happens to us in this world. However, we can choose the way we react to them. Interesting. The invisible choices we have. A mental gap between stimulus and reaction. A moment of decision we rarely notice. I continued to ask. But how do you not get overwhelmed by the sufferings and emotions in the world? She answered. Have you heard of Stoicism? Yes, I'm a philosopher, of course I have. What is Stoicism to you? Here's what I think about Stoicism. The human condition is like a raging sea of emotions. The Stoics seek to navigate the stormy waters with logic, with reasonable expectations that is within their control. It is best summed up like this by a great Stoic. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. It is my own views that affect me. What a strange yet reassuring, empowering idea. The world does not affect me, I affect myself. There is value in discovering deeper into myself. She She continued, early Stoics compared life to being a dog tied to the back of a cart. All we can control is how much we whine and struggle along the way. We have control over our minds, and that is enough. Thank you, Susan. When I lost my memory, I felt lost, not knowing where to go. I felt the loss of someone, then I lost my motivation. But even after all that, I did not lose control over my mind. I did not lose myself, and I grew from all the experiences. I do not fear diving into the darkness. I do not fear diving into the darkness I call myself anymore. In fact, I look forward to meeting myself. Chapter 1 End. Review your answer under Story Review. Chapter 1 Review. Play Chapter 1 to unlock the questions. Take screenshots to back up your answers. Name, Takeshi, gender, male, age 14. What makes you happy? And okay then. Games. What are you? What are your dreams and passions? Programming. What do you truly value? Intelligence, which I did not do correctly because I'm a fucking idiot. What do you want to do in the limited time you have in this world? Make games. Or develop them, simply. What are your natural tendencies when you face stress, anger, and void? What do you do when you get hurt? When you get angrier? How do you get back up? I don't know. If life is going to be tough, why do you keep fighting to overcome? What is Stoicism to you, or philosophy? Credits. Written by Ng Hao, Lo Kai Jun. Developed by Lo Kai Jun. Lo Kai Jun. Inspired by internet stories and life experiences. Background music by Kevin MacLeod. Relaxing piano music. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Okay, contact us. Okay. Can you shut the fuck up, you bitch? Okay, that was amazing. That was honestly so amazing. I loved that. Like, legit. I cannot wait to play any more of this. And I am soon. Like, I'm gonna do a chapter per episode. And hopefully by the time I get to chapter 4, there will, or by the time we get to finish chapter 4 at least, they will have finished chapter 5. Because they said they were working on it. Which I cannot wait for. I'm extremely excited about. Because honestly, this is awesome. It's such a awesome way, such a good way to reflect on yourself. And honestly, I think that anyone should play this. Everyone should play this. Like, it is an amazing thing, amazing game, experience. And to reflect on yourself and what you believe and these sort of things, like, to me, is just very awesome. I very much enjoy and value games like these, experiences like these, with that have some like deeper meaning, some deeper messages that help you reflect on yourself and who you are with these kind of choices, you know. Games like, I don't know, that Dragon Cancer was one of them. I know a lot of games like these, but I just can't exactly think of them myself like right now, off the top of my head. The Stanley Parable, kinda, I guess, but not as deep as this one. God damn, I know for sure that like there are so many more of these games, but they're just not coming to me right now, which sucks because I want to rewatch them again or play them if at all possible. I guess Papers, Please in a way as well because yeah. Anyway, but with that, I will leave you here and I'll be getting back to this game very soon because it is amazing. Like, I love this. Again, I love experiences like this. Sure, I made it like with that thing with anime waifus, but I can't help myself. I have to put in something a little bit of like a funny thing in there. But I do very much enjoy being serious and taking the time to be serious in experiences like these and stuff. So yeah, without anything else to say, I guess I am going to stop this recording. So I will see you in the next chapter. Bye.